Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to do my little overview of qualifying. So first of all, I'm just going to get into my thoughts on the biggest winners and biggest losers. So, of course, Grosjean on pole. That's just awesome for Grosjean. Maybe this is maybe his opportunity to get his first win. He's going to be in the best position to get his first win. So I definitely think it's going to be an interesting race. Herder's going to be right behind him. What might be a challenge, Herder might be able to have a really good start and get ahead of Grosjean, but Grosjean's in an incredible position. So next up, I'm going to talk about the biggest disappointments from qualifying. I definitely think the biggest disappointment is Kyle Kirkwood. Kyle had such a good run, and I was just so sad. He locked up going into turn 10. I can't remember at the top of my head, but he locked up, and I was just so sad for him. That was that was disappointing for him, and it was, if any of you guys watched the qualifying, it was so hilarious because he was trying to get, it was all he was driving his car still, he was trying to go back to the pits, even though his car was completely wrecked and he had no chance, but he was hopeful. I was just really sad. I was kind of rooting for him, and I even said that in my yesterday's video, talking about how he could potentially get a race win, and he's still right there. He's starting 6th. And then again, the other biggest loser from that session was Scott McLaughlin. I also predicted he was going to do well, which he's still right there. He's in the running, but he kind of screwed up, and again, he made a mistake. He made a mistake in span, so that's kind of unfortunate for him. I think another big winner from the session was Marcus Armstrong. I said yesterday he had a really good first day. He continued the momentum today. He got 7th in Group 1. Well, I mean, it isn't amazing, but that's really good. That's his first ever qualifying session. You can't say that any other rookie. He definitely did the best out of the other rookies. In comparison, Benjamin Peterson got 14th in Group 2. What was kind of a disappointment, but as I kind of said in one of my previous videos, I mean, he's obviously a capable driver. He did pretty well in Indy Lights, but he isn't he isn't the next star of IndyCar, I don't think, unless he can pull something out. Compared to Kyle Kirkwood, he had a dominant IndyCar run, Indy Light run, so I definitely think he's going to be a really good contender. And then Austin Cabanino, he did better than Benjamin Peterson. That's a direct comparison, because Benjamin Peterson should have, in theory, did better because he's part of the Indy Lights and the road to Indy, so he's kind of been around IndyCar for his whole career. And the fact that he didn't do that well in his first session is kind of disappointing, but hopefully we can see some more improvement from him. Now I'm going to talk about who I think the best team is going into the race. I think the best team is definitely going to be Andretti. They showed a lot of dominance throughout the weekend. They had 3 cars into the fast 6, and there was a huge battle between Grosjean and Herder, and Grosjean managed to get that, but Herder's definitely got some pace, so I think I'm excited to see how that battle turns out in the race. Next up, I'm going to talk about some car-specific things about the race. So I definitely think going into the race is going to be a 2-stop, because I had a chatter from a few different drivers throughout the weekend about how the new green tires have a lot of deg, so people are going to want to get off that tire as fast as possible and then get onto the black. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But maybe the track temperature will be different tomorrow, so we'll have to see how the new tires handle the streets of Florida tomorrow. And then again, the brakes continue to be a problem, and I think that's a combination of lack of testing and just the new brakes or modified brakes. We had multiple crashes relating to rear lockups, even front lockups. I don't know if they're all related to brakes, but I think a lot of them were just related to how the brakes felt and how they were last year. So hopefully we can see less of that, and we'll have to see how that plays out. So now I'm going to go over the starting grid for tomorrow's race. So on pole position, as said before, it's going to be Romain Grosjean. Beside him, it's going to be Colton Herder, so that's going to be an interesting one. They're going to be side by side going into there. We got Pato O'Ward in third, Marcus Ericsson, Kyle Kirkwood, and Scott McLaughlin. I don't know how this works. So Kyle Kirkwood is going to be ahead of Scott McLaughlin, but he crashed before Scott McLaughlin, so I don't know how they work that out. So P7 is going to be Alex Palou, P8 is going to be Felix Rosenquist, P9 is going to be Scott Dixon, P10 is going to be Will Power, P11 is going to be Christian Lundgaard, P12 is going to be Alexander Rossi, P13 is going to be Mark Armstrong, P14 is Newgarden. What kind of sucks, he kind of had a bad qualifying. P15 will be Elio Castroneves. P16 is David Malukas. P17 is Santino De Frucci. P18 is Devlin Di Francesca. P19 is Jack Harvey. P20 is Graham Rahal. P22 is Austin Cabanino. P22 is Callum Ilott. P33 is Stingray Robb. P24 is Renus VK. P25 is Simon Pagenaud. P26 is Connor Daly. And finally, on the back of the grid, 27th is Benjamin Peterson. So yeah, this is definitely going to be an exciting race. That was an exciting qualifying session, so that'll be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit me a like, leave me a comment. Tell me your predictions of who you think is going to win the race tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow about my race review. See ya.